Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown. And of course we are coming off the heels of the Elimination Chamber. And now we're Saturday Night Main Event 2 weeks to go. Of course, we are now building towards WrestleMania. And of course, tonight we have a big main event in Seth Rollins versus Gunther. And also John Cena will be in action against LA Knight. All of this tonight in Orlando, Florida for Smackdown. As we begin Smackdown here tonight with Cody Rhodes. And of course Cody Rhodes is coming off a tag team win over Legacy at the Elimination Chamber, thanks to the tandem of John Cena, who will be in action tonight against LA Knight. As there you can see, what could be on the mindset of Cody Rhodes here? And of course, what is on the mindset of Cody Rhodes here? And of course, what is he about to say? Coming off his win in the tag team match in Perth, Australia. Well, because he's been on his agenda recently that he wants to put an end to Legacy. Because of course, it was Legacy who of course Cody has had problems with for the last couple of months. And it all started with their formation back at SummerSlam. And of course, what is on Cody's mind here? So let's see what Cody wants to say to kick off. Coming out of last Saturday, everybody's asking me, where do I go from here now that I dispatched the two members of Legacy in Ethan Page and Austin Theory? Well, there's one thing that is standing behind me, and that is my next target, Randy Orton. Yes, that Orton who came up short in his title rematch against Roman Reigns. And of course, now that Seth Rollins will be challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, I say, Orton, you may have gotten the best out of me when you took me out a couple of months ago, causing us to not have the last man standing match at Bad Blood. But I'm going to bring it all from what we were going to have last December, and we're going to have it at WrestleMania. So as of right now, I am challenging you, Randy Orton, March 15th at WrestleMania Night 2, last man standing match. We're going to have the match that you took away from the WWE Universe at Bad Blood, and I'll be the last one standing. Afterwards, wherever I land following the last man standing match, whether that's staying on Smackdown to try and take back the WWE Championship or somewhere else, trust me, I'll be the one to put the nail in the coffin for Legacy. So Cody Rhodes apparently is challenging Randy Orton to a last man standing match at WrestleMania. Of course, they were going to have the match at Bad Blood last December, but Cody was injured on the Smackdown before the PLE, causing Roman Reigns to be shoehorned as Cody's replacement. And of course, Reigns won the title. And speaking of the title, Cody Rhodes is making the promise, once he's done with Orton at WrestleMania, then after Mania, he's looking to get his title back. As can he make it all come true? I'll have to wait and see, as Cody Rhodes is challenging Randy Orton for a last man standing match at WrestleMania. Without further delay, let's take a look at what else is going on here on SmackDown tonight. As of course, here are the big stuff that is going on here on SmackDown tonight. As of course, our main event, Seth Rollins will take on Gunther. As of course, Seth Rollins looks to get geared up for his WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns. Well, Gunther is looking to get ready for his WrestleMania main event on Night 2 against John Cena in his retirement match. Who will gain momentum going into the main event matches at WrestleMania? We'll find out as these two will meet in tonight's main event. Speaking of Gunther, also later on tonight, his WrestleMania opponent, John Cena, will be in action against LA Knight. As of course, can John Cena gain momentum going into his retirement match at WrestleMania, or will Gunther get involved? We'll find out as John Cena will take on LA Knight later on tonight here on SmackDown. Another thing that's going on later on tonight, Drew McIntyre will explain why did he attack Obafemi, causing Abyss to take his spot in the WWE Championship #1 Contenders Elimination Chamber match. As what will the Scottish Psychopath have to say? We'll find out as he will be addressing his explanation later on tonight here on Smackdown. As we kick off tonight's show, as far as a wrestling in-ring aspect goes, it's Solo Sikoa versus Johnny Gargano. And of course, Johnny Gargano is looking to bounce back after an underwhelming night in Perth, Australia at the Elimination Chamber. As for Solo Sikoa, of course, we don't know where he's going into WrestleMania, considering we haven't heard and seen of Jacob Fatu since Solo betrayed him a couple of weeks ago. As you can tell, crowd is not into Solo Sikoa here tonight. And his opponent tonight, Johnny Gargano. And of course, Johnny Gargano, like I said, is trying to bounce back after Saturday night, where he came up short in the Elimination Chamber match for a WrestleMania match against Roman Reigns. As it is now being revealed, Seth Rollins is getting that shot in Las Vegas. And of course, Johnny Gargano, I mean, he's trying to get back on track. And because he's been back to his old roots due to his tag team partner Ciampa leaving WWE. And guys, Gargano. Welcome on his mindset. Well, let's get into this match. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa and Johnny Gargano here tonight. Johnny Gargano, oh, well, that was not good timing there. And here we go. They're locking it up here. Reversal down, back-to-back reversal starters, more chain wrestling between both men. Kick out. It's Johnny Gargano bringing it to Solo Sikoa. Bless you. As we're getting to a 3 count. So, we've also done by Johnny Gargano. As Samoan Spike connects. Here we go for the pin. A kick out by Johnny Gargano. Solo Sikoa. Bring it to Johnny Gargano. And of course, do keep in mind, Saturday Night Main Event is in 2 weeks. AKA a week from tomorrow. Soul Scholar, what is he thinking about doing to Johnny Gargano? Kick out. Johnny Gargano. And there we go for the pin. And Solo Sikoa secures the victory here tonight. And I don't know when was the last time Solo Sikoa won a match, but he gets the win against Johnny Gargano. Has Solo Sikoa, what could be on his mind going into WrestleMania? As he gets the win here against Johnny Gargano. As you can see, Solo is back to... Wait a minute! That's Jacob Part 2! Jacob Part 2 is here! I guess he's back for payback! He hasn't forgotten what Solo Sikoa did to him a couple of weeks ago. And now he's getting his own payback. Another super kick connect. Oh God, what is he thinking about? He's going, oh God, he's getting a table. Solo Sikoa is just coming off a win against Johnny Gargano. And Jacob Fatu. Of course, you can tell Jacob Fatu is going to punish Solo Sikoa until he gets his comeuppance after what he did to him a couple of weeks ago after losing his Elimination Chamber qualifier to Obafemi. Back in the ring. Oh God. What is, uh-oh. He's gonna go for it. Fuck! Samoan splash for the table. Has Jacob Fatu's not done with Solo Sikoa yet? Uh-oh. It seems though Solo Sikoa may have gotten his comeuppance after what he did to Jacob Fatu a couple of weeks ago. I accept your challenge. You and me, WrestleMania. So it seems like Jacob Fatu is just accepted Solo's challenge for a WrestleMania match, as it seems though it is on. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa is now been made for WrestleMania. At Elimination Chamber, everything did not go the way we all wanted it to go. Because I was looking to finally win my first singles championship. Because for the last 5 years, or maybe, 5 years, I've been struggling to win a singles championship. Like, I had shots at the Intercontinental Championship last year, but that didn't go well. And that, well, I mean, of course, I may have had a championship one when I was the NXT/TV champion, but then I lost it to Baron Corbin at WrestleMania in 2K24. And of course, since then, I've been stuck. Well, I mean, I've been trying to break myself out as a future megastar. And then, of course, I've had a shot at the Intercontinental Championship at the same event last year. Then I was drafted to the World brand. I had a shot to try and contend for the World Heavyweight Championship. That didn't go well. And then I was superstar swapped to Smackdown for Carmella Hayes. And then you would think things would be different. Nope, I failed to win the US title. So, you may ask, where do I go from here? Well, there's another thing that's been going on. Because the Judgment Day just got a total overhaul after me and Rhea was kicked out. Because we were both superstar swapped over to the Monday Night Raw brand. aka drafted. And that is, they've added people like Raquel Rodriguez. And of course, a lot of big things has happened. And of course, Liv Morgan was able to win the WWE Women's Championship. And of course, now that the Judgment Day is pretty much in a slump, I'm looking to put the nail in the coffin to it. When I say that my next, about where do I go from here, because my plan is to bounce back, and that is to destroy the Judgment Day. So it seems like Davey Priest wants to destroy the Judgment Day. Well, I mean, why would he do that? Considering he was in the group, instrumental to the group for the last couple of years before he was drafted over to the Raw brand last year. Well, maybe we're gonna have to wait and see how can he get that plan to go well. As we are back in the ring here on Smackdown tonight, and we're getting ready for Drew McIntyre to explain why did he attack Obafemi prior to the Elimination Chamber. People are asking, why did he attack him for nothing? Well, I mean, you can tell Drew is, well, I mean, he's obviously pissed that he failed to get another shot at the WWE Championship following his Royal Rumble loss to Roman Reigns. And then, of course, then he had a qualification match against Johnny Gargano when things did not go well for Drew McIntyre as well. And now, we don't know what Drew McIntyre is thinking about doing, considering WrestleMania is 4 weeks away. And because we do have Saturday Night Main Event coming up in 2 weeks. Or should I say a week from Saturday, aka tomorrow. And of course, what does Drew McIntyre have to say here tonight? About why did he attack Oberfemi? Because we're hoping for an explanation coming from the former World Heavyweight Champion and former Intercontinental Champion. So without further delay, let's see what Drew McIntyre's got to say here tonight. So people want to know, why did I attack Oberfemi, costing him his chance at competing in the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match? Simple. It is downright disgusting that he is the top priority over me. Imagine me. Imagine the guy who had a lot of things he was doing the last time he was on Smackdown, and I am referring to myself when I was in the WWE title feud with Cody Rhodes, his first program after beating Roman at 2K23's WrestleMania event, when we wrestled at the 2K23 Clash at the Castle event. Then, afterwards, I would get myself involved in the Intercontinental Championship hunt, where I won the title at SummerSlam, and I barked on a title win before I dropped it to Wade Barrett at the 2K24 WrestleMania event. And now we fast forward, and of course, then I was drafted over to the Raw brand, where I won the World Heavyweight Championship, but I didn't get enough time with it because Kevin Owens cashed in on me and stole the title under my nose back at the 2K24 Survivor Series event. Then, after my time with the World Heavyweight Championship, everything went downhill for me when I lost to Cody Rhodes at last year's WrestleMania. But afterwards, I would embark on a rivalry with John Cena that led to 2 matches at Clash at the Castle and 1 more match before Cena's match with AJ Styles at Money in the Bank. And then I came back from my long hiatus to set my eyes on the title Roman has, and that is the WWE Championship. Then he was able to get the best out of me at the Royal Rumble. And then I tried to and get another shot at him by going through the Elimination Chamber. However, Johnny Gargano derailed all that happening. So I decided if Booker T was not going to give me another chance, I was going to go after someone. And I took it all on Oberfemi. And the Oberfemi may have had his promise when he looked at Reigns as WWE Champion in the first place, saying, whenever that time comes, I'm going to become the champion. But now it is all gone. Because now I am out here, and now we look at what's going on with him now. He's now facing his old Shield pal, Seth Rollins, at WrestleMania, while I am without a match. And I mean, does anyone care about what is going on with the man that is taking on LA Knight tonight? And that is my old enemy, John Cena. Yes, John Cena will be taking on LA Knight tonight. And he has a WrestleMania match against Gunther, while I have nothing going on for WrestleMania. So it seems that Drew McIntyre is frustrated that he might not be on the WrestleMania card, and explained that if Oberfemi was going to be his plan, I mean, the plan to go into WrestleMania to challenge Roman Reigns, Drew was going to stop it all from happening. As Drew, wait a minute, that's Oberfemi, he's back! Oh, he's ready for a fight Drew is getting himself to the ramp. I mean, that quickly as oh boy, I think, oh my god, they're going at it! And of course it seems though these two are wanting to end it all for each other. And of course, Oberfemi, he wants revenge, and oh, they're still at it! As chaos is going on here on Smackdown tonight. Of course, here's the rundown about our main event tonight. As of course, I know we've already mentioned it, but we're going to mention it again. As of course, our main event tonight, Seth Rollins goes one-on-one with Gunther, both men who's going to be in the main event matches at WrestleMania. As who will gain momentum going into the main event match at WrestleMania, we'll find out as these two will meet each other later on tonight here in our main event, here on Smackdown. Because that's going to be a bomb button of a main event we have later on tonight. But of course, we do have tag team action now with the Street Profits versus New Catch Republic. That's what is on the Street Profits' mind here. Considering it's going to be interesting to find out what's going to happen with the Lucha Bros, considering they are now the World Tag Team Champions. And they are heading into WrestleMania as the champions. But of course, we do have Saturday Night Main Event next Saturday. So it's going to be interesting to find out who's going to be the number one contenders going into WrestleMania, if they're going to have a title defense at Mania. And out next is the New Catch Republic. So of course, who do you got winning this tag team match tonight? Match begins. Tag's been made to Montez Ford. We've also done by Montez Ford. Tangle by... What is Montez Ford thinking about doing? Oh, we've also done by Pete Dunne. Uh-oh, roll up there. Montez Ford, kick out. He done.
Oh, they're going after the fingers.
We've also done by Pete Gunn. Uh-oh. This could be it. The better end to Montez Ford. Kick out. Uh-oh, title bait. And the New Catch Republic scores the win. Good match between both teams here tonight. Good match between both teams here as New Catch Republic could be on their way to WrestleMania to be chasing after the tag team title. As could we be looking at them holding tag team gold? We'll have to wait and see as they win here tonight. Good match between both teams. Oba but wants to put me down. Well, you know what, Oba? You're on. You want to put me down? Well, I will give you your wish. You and me, it's on WrestleMania, and I will make sure I destroy you, and after I destroy you, I'm going to get another shot at the WWE Championship, and I'm going to finally become champion. So it looks as though Drew McIntyre versus Obafemi is on for WrestleMania, as can Obafemi get his revenge after what Drew McIntyre did to him last week, or will Drew McIntyre get the best out of Obafemi in his quest towards another WWE Championship match after WrestleMania? We'll wait and see come WrestleMania, as Drew McIntyre will meet Obafemi one-on-one. Live on March 14th and March 15th will be the first pay-per-view, aka Premier Live event, whatever you want to call it, for 2K26, as it is WrestleMania, as WrestleMania will be taking place in Las Vegas between two nights. And because you do not want to miss the first PLE of 2K26, named WrestleMania, coming your way on Saturday, March 14th and March 15th, respectively, live on YouTube. As we are back here on Smackdown, as we are getting ready for John Cena versus LA Knight, and of course, John Cena does have a few appearances left before his retirement match at WrestleMania. The cause what is on John Cena's mind here? The cause John Cena's back in the square circle here on Friday night. The cause the last time he did that was when he lost to Ethan Page. And the cause the opponent tonight is LA Knight. As of course, the last time these two met each other was at Elimination Chamber. And of course, what is on LA Knight's side? Match begins. Cena, Knight. Here on Smackdown. Crossbody to get the match underway. Cena now heading to the middle rope. Middle rope shuttle tackle there. He's heading to the top rope. John Cena is ready for a takeoff. Now it would be the time. Well, that was a terrible timing. Has John Cena, can he get it? No! He keeps getting it wrong. Oh, drop connects! Drop kick there by John Cena. Uh-oh, here we go with 5-knuckle shuffle. Five-knuckle shuffle connects. And LA Knight working on the leg of John Cena. Clothesline by LA Knight. LA Knight so far is dominating John Cena so far. As John Cena's having a hard time here. Kick out! As LA Knight so far is getting the best out of John Cena, and Cena's not, it's really having time. Uh-oh, here we go! Attitude adjustment! Kick out! Uh-oh, here we go with STF. The STF is applied. Oh, LA Knight fights out of the STF. John Cena with the reversal there. Oh, here we go. LA Knight and John Cena are now trading reversals now. An elbow drop by LA Knight. As this could be game over for the former World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena. Another BFT connects. Will it be enough to put John Cena away? A kick out at one. John Cena. I know, a 5-knuckle shuffle connect. Yeah. As John Cena picks up the victory here tonight. Good match here, as we all thought LA Knight was going to upset John Cena in one of his last TV appearances before his WrestleMania retirement match against Gunther. Good match here between both him and LA Knight here tonight on Smackdown. And of course, John Cena has 4 appearances left. And of course, he gets the win in this match here tonight.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As we got a big rundown about what is going on next week here on Smackdown, as we got a big match that's happening next week, as the Shield brothers in Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are going to team up to take on Legacy's Ethan Page and Austin Theory. As can the Shield brothers get along together before their WrestleMania Championship showdown? We'll wait and see as these two will team up next week here on Smackdown. As coming up next, it's time for the main event, as Seth Rollins, speaking of Seth Rollins, will be taking on the Wing General, Gunther, as who will gain momentum going into their main event matches at WrestleMania. We'll find out in our main event, up next here on SmackDown. As it is now time for the main event, as it is Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Of course, these two will be in the main events at WrestleMania. Of course, Seth Rollins will be challenging Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship, as of course, he won the Elimination Chamber, which means he gets a shot at Roman Reigns. And as for Gunther, he will be John Cena's final opponent for John Cena's final match, for John Cena's last match. And I got Seth Rollins, he's been trying for years to finish his own story, and that is to become the WWE Champion. However, things didn't go his way the first time he was on SmackDown, because Roman, Breaker, Balor, Cena all got in his way. And then this round, of course, there was a deception of Orton, Punk, who got his way, causing Seth Rollins to vanquish him from SmackDown by beating him at SummerSlam. And of course, he then formed the Legacy, only to get kicked out following his War Games loss to Cody Rhodes, Obafemi, Ricky Saints, and LA Knight. And of course, with him facing his former Shield brother, the person he teams up with next week, I mean, that's going to be such coincidence. I mean, some big adversity for Seth Rollins going into WrestleMania. Out next, it is Gunther. Of course, Gunther, I mean, he has dipped in and out of this series. Of course, he He was drafted over to the Smackdown brand in the draft. Then he was in the King of the Ring tournament. And ever since then, things have not gone well for Gunther. And of course, Gunther and Rollins, because I believe this is the first time since November 2024. These two are sharing the ring. And of course, the last time they shared the ring was in November of 2024 on Monday Night Raw. When Seth Rollins was in the World Heavyweight Championship hunt at the time. Of course, trying to get his title back following losing it at Survivor Series to Drew McIntyre, who would also get cashed on by Kevin Owens. And now, we're on to this main event. Who do you got winning? Seth Rollins or Gunther? And of course, the last match ended in a disqualification thanks to Randy Orton, who was in the World Heavyweight Championship scene at the time. That's Seth Rollins going for locks. That's Gunther. What can be on his mind here? Yeah. Has Seth Rollins, what is he thinking about doing to Gunther? Oh. That's Seth Rollins. What is he thinking about doing to Gunther? That's Gunther. Oh, Seth Rollins fighting out of it. Pedigree to Gunther out of nowhere. Kick out. Uh-oh. Seth Rollins curves some to Gunther. Here we go for the pin. Kick out. That's Gunther going for the pin. Kick out there. Kick out there. That's it, I'm trading board. That's going for the pin kick out there by Seth Rollins. As Gunther bring it to Seth Rollins. Gunther and Seth Rollins going at it at ringside. Seth Rollins going for the pin. Won't break there. What is Seth Rollins thinking about doing to Gunther? Gunther going for the pin. Kick out! As we all thought Gunther. No. Oh no! He got it! He got it! Curb stomp connects. Seth Rollins is trying to get Gunther away from the ropes. Here we go for the pin. Kick out! Oh no! Reversal them by Gunther. German suplex connects. And Gunther completely decimates Seth Rollins with ease. As you can tell, Gunther is bleeding. Now, it's a very good main event here between both men. And of course, Gunther gets some momentum going into his WrestleMania match with John Cena. And of course, things aren't looking good for Seth Rollins. And of course, Gunther gets the win here tonight. As ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, as Gunther decimates Seth Rollins in our main event here on SmackDown with Gunther busted open. Good night, everybody.